Hey everyone, I'm astrologer Matthew Curry. Venus is entering Pisces, which is the sign of its exaltation, and you know what that means. That means that from now on, everyone's love life is going to run perfectly and wonderfully. Okay, that's not exactly how it works, but let's have a look and see what Venus in Pisces can be doing for you and everyone else as it passes through Pisces in February and March. Of course, if we're talking about February, we've got to start talking about Valentine's Day, and what's interesting is that there's a minor aspect in effect for Valentine's Day, Venus semisquare Pluto. Let me put it to you this way. If you're expecting some sort of frustration, agitation, or disappointment around Valentine's Day, you're probably going to get it. And if you aren't, you might get it anyway. The big news though is that the aspect that has the most hold over Valentine's Day isn't actually exact until the next day, and that's Venus sextile Saturn. So if you drop the ball on Valentine's Day, there's still hope, alright? Don't panic. If you're a big fan of all things Venus, do take note that one of the biggest aspects happening this month is Venus conjunct Neptune. That particular aspect is exact on the 21st, but has an effect a few days either side of that. Venus, of course, rules love, and Neptune rules all those big, fuzzy, vague spiritual things that are a lot bigger than all of us. You can almost think of this as Big Venus conjunct Little Venus, because both the planets love things like love and self-sacrifice, and not making sense in order to get a date. If you are a natural-born romantic, you'll probably love this aspect. If you're kind of cynical about things, well, probably someone in your environment will annoy the hell out of you because they're so doe-eyed over someone. Either way though, it's a great time to be in love and not so great a time to stick to a diet. Things get interesting around the 25th when Venus is square Mars. Now, Venus represents the basic love drive, if you will, of people, and Mars represents the sex drive.
Go steady for a while with several different girls. Enjoy it. Learn about yourself and about different kinds of girls. But don't expect too much. Don't make any commitments. That makes sense.
On the 27th, Venus sextile Pluto is exact, and that can be a great time to either get your love life together or do some repair work on yourself. On March 1st, Venus trine Jupiter hits the exact degree, and that is also a very good time for getting out, socializing, having a good time with people, being in love with love, that sort of thing. And once again, if you're watching your weight, buffet table warning. On March 4th, there are two aspects which could, on the one hand, bring some real deep emotional repair work to your love life, and on the other hand, could just end up stirring up a whole bunch of trouble. The only problem with that is that on the same day, Venus is conjunct Chiron. Now that's really potentially a landmine, because on the one hand, it gives you a chance to apply some love to the most deep-seated and challenging of your emotional problems, whether that's showing love for yourself or showing love for someone else that you really care about. And that's great. On the other hand though, it does represent a chance to rip open some fresh old wounds with someone you care about. Or possibly with a stranger. No, do it with someone you care about. That's what they're there for, am I right?
You are lying. I never hit you. You are tearing me apart, Lisa!